I'm Susan Whitaker from Wellness Within, and today's practice is about centering. And I invite you to become the center of your own experience, of your head, your heart, and your body. We're going to start out with a standing stretch using our chair to do a downward dog. So you can step to the back of the chair or even put your hands on the chair itself. Hold on to the chair and walk your feet back. Plant your feet right underneath your hips. Bend your knees a little bit and stretch back. Let your eyes gaze at the floor. You can spread your fingers or hold onto the chair, and your back will be parallel to the floor. Lift up on your belly and hold your body in this position and think about, where is my center here? Bring your inner elbows towards your head and reach back with your hips. Knees are slightly bent. Take a big, deep breath. And with your exhalation, lean closer into the chair. Start to walk your hands, your feet forward, and come back to standing. And we'll just move the chair out of the way. Then stand right in your feet, a little wider, about shoulder width apart, and begin to sweep your arms side to side. Now let your elbows relax, so there's no rigidity in this movement. And you'll feel that you're centering by just sweeping your arms around your spine, your midline, that space between your crown and the bottoms of your feet. On the right side of your body is your liver. On the left side is your spleen and stomach. So with very soft hands, just begin to gently tap. I like to keep my knees a little bent here so I don't have rigid legs and I can feel a sense of buoyancy. So you might try that too. And this is for loosening up, letting your shoulders relax, feeling the wrists soften, feeling the palms of the hands, sides of the body. And now let's turn the head. So in whatever direction your arms are flying, you'll turn your head that way. Take slow, deep breaths. Then we're going to change it a little bit and tap the back of the body, so right at the base of your rib cage. And this is a tap for the kidneys and the adrenal glands. Now making very soft fists, tap the top of your lungs. Nice and easy. Now waking up your organs, bringing circulation there. At the same time as limbering up your spinal column, warming up your back muscles. And of course, you can do any of these poses to your degree of comfort. So if this doesn't feel good to you to swing wide, you're just going to make small movements. So please honor yourself as we go through our practice today, because you are the boss. And then we're slowly going to wind down, bring your movement to this quiet place. Relax your arms by your sides. And if you're comfortable standing here with your feet a little wider, do that. Otherwise, you can heel toe your feet just a little bit apart. And we're going to do a 3-part breath. So extend your arms out just a small distance from the body. And we're going to breathe in a third of our air, like we're filling up the bottom third of the lungs. So we always begin with empty lungs. So exhale, lightly pull in on the belly. Inhale, we're going to extend the arms out, just a third of the breath. Take another inhale, roll your palms up, lift your arms a little higher than your shoulders, take a third of your breath. Inhale all the rest of your air, let your hands come up to touch. And with your palms face down, glide your hands down through your center, lightly bend your knees. And once again, a third of your air, your arms come out here. A third of your air, you're going to lift slightly overhead, come to the middle lungs and ribs, and all the rest fill up the top level of your lungs. And then with your palms face down, we exhale, bring the hands slowly down with relax of the shoulders, And again, arms out, a little breath in, arms up, a little breath in, arms all the way up, deep breath. Touch your fingertips if you can, and then ease down with your hands. Exhale and return. We'll do one more round. Inhale, inhale, and inhale. Touch the fingertips lightly, and as your palms face down, imagine you're clearing your thoughts. You're clearing your heart. You're releasing body tension, and relax all the way into your fingertips. Gently wiggle your fingers and feel the soles of your feet on the floor. Imagine that you're standing on the earth. And we'll slowly bring the chair intact. So we're going to be doing some chair yoga from here. Come on down to a seated position. And we'll plant the feet on the floor. So make sure you have that connection downward. Let your crown rise up, and for now, just have a nice, tall, strong spine. And then relax into it with a straight, extended spine. On your in-breath, sweep your arms up and over. Now, if it's difficult for you to raise your arms over your head, you're just going to have your arms slightly in front. So go with your range of motion. So from here, we'll reach up out of the waist, out of the ribs, and then tilt over. Look to your left and down. Press a little bit with your right foot, a lateral stretch. Inhale, come to the midline. Exhale, lean over to the right. Press a little with your left foot. Let your eyes gaze down. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, back over to the left and gaze down. Inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, gaze down, lean to the right, activate the left foot. And then as you come back to the center, open the arms wide, sweep them down. Once more, holding your elbows, you'll take your arms in front of you and shift up into your shoulders, kind of squeeze them up and then bring them down, and feel how that releases the sides of the neck and the back of your shoulder blades. And we'll pull to the right. So we're drawing the arms over to the right. Take a moment to turn your head to the left. And if you feel your shoulders rising to the ears, keep them down. With a deep breath in, face forward, bring your elbows to the middle. And with your elbows moving to the left, let your eyes turn right, turn your head slowly right. Again, being very careful with your own neck movement, your own shoulder movement. Settle them down from the ears. Inhale back to center, and we're going to shrug forward as we bring our arms down. Let your hands rest in your lap or on your legs. And make sure you're sitting comfortably in the chair. You can be kind of in the middle to the front of your chair. This next movement is a neck movement. If you need support for your neck, you'll use your hand. You're going to lean the head to the right so that the ear points directly at the shoulder. If your neck needs more support, put your hand there. Leaning the head to the right, we're going to let the eyes drift to the left. And make sure there's no strain or tension or rigidity in your gaze. You're just softly looking up to the left as though you're daydreaming and remembering something pleasant. Hold that gaze for a moment. And then closing your eyes, tilt your head to the midline. Each time that you go away from the center, recognize it when you come back. Let your head go to the left. Your left ear points at the shoulder. And then your eyes will begin to drift over to the right. And remember, the eyes are a muscle, so we don't want to strain them. So instead of looking as far as you can, look about 75% to your ability to gaze that way. And just hold that gaze. This is a reset for your vagus nerve. Very calming. Allow your eyes to close and relax. Tilt your head back to the midline. And then blink your eyes open. Good. Now extend your arms out about that far from the body, not quite to shoulder level. The palms will be face up. Let your shoulder blades slide down your back and take a deep breath in. With your out breath, roll your hands around as far forward as you can, and notice how that rotates your shoulders. Push the chin out and then pull the chin back, and we'll slowly glide the head to one side, nice and easy, and then slowly glide the head to the other side, very slow, so that you can feel what's going on. Come back to the midline and unwind your arms. Take an in-breath, float the arms down, exhale, let your head drop forward. And we'll roll from side to side across the collarbones, going to your level of comfort with your neck rotation. Just stay forward with your neck. And then we'll come back to the center. Let's do that one more time. That's a really lovely shoulder release. Take your arms out, palms face up. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, roll your palms around. You'll feel that pressure right here on the fronts of your shoulders. So if that's too much, lighten it up a little bit. And turning your head to the right, nice and slow. Rotate to the center and over to the left. Nice and easy. And back to the midline. And once you're back in your center, take a deep breath in, unwind, float the arms down, exhale, drop your head forward with a nice tall spine, and roll your head right across the collarbones. And then when you're ready, come back, lifting your head. And sitting back in your chair just a little bit, hold on to the sides of your chair. And we'll raise the right leg. Point your toes forward, flatten your foot. Keep your shoulders down and your spine tall but not rigid. So this is a rigid spine. Tightness in the chest, pulling in on the belly. We want to be upright but not rigid. So being a tall person in your chair, you find your sitting bones on the chair, you'll feel your crown facing the ceiling. Circle your ankle now. And this is a great non-weight bearing movement to support and strengthen your ankle. And pause. We'll pull the leg in like we're going to kick forward and simply step down. Find the floor with that right leg. Feel your foot. Then we'll raise the left. Point your toes, flex your foot. And again, you're tall but not rigid. So easing all of your energy down through your leg, into your foot, into your toes. Bring circulation there. And then we'll circle. Take a big sweep in one direction with your big toe. And then go the other way. And pause. We'll pull the knee in like we're going to kick forward, and then we change our mind and just place the foot down. Scoot a little forward to the front of your chair, and we'll lift our toes. Scoot back so you can see my feet. We're going to lift our toes and then lift our heels. Toes up, heels up. Toes up, heels up. Shoulders relaxed. And we're just working the thighs, the calves, the knees, and the ankles. So if you've been sedentary for a while, this is a great thing to do to just get circulation flowing in the legs. And the next time that you bring your heels down, bring your hands onto your legs. And we'll do cat stretch. We begin, I'll go sideways so you can see. We'll begin with arching the back. And the arch is when you lift your chest, slide your elbows back, and your eyes can either gaze forward or up, depending on your neck. I like to gaze forward and let the neck remain somewhat neutral. Part two is to pull in on the front body, round your back, and tuck your chin. I'll give you an alternative this time. When you arch and glide back, you take a big in-breath. And then this time, rather than rounding the spine, we're going to flatten it and just pull the front body in toward the back body. And that's what you would do if you had osteopenia or osteoporosis. So we want to avoid rounding the spine in those situations. So please continue back and forth comfortably and easily. The beautiful thing about yoga is that it fits every single body and we can adapt it to whatever our condition happens to be. It's about movement and breath. And you can do that in hundreds of ways. Just a few more here. We exhale as we draw back. We inhale as we lift the heart. Come back into an awareness of your heart. Last one. Wherever you are, just complete the round you're on. And then we'll pause. And from here, we're going to do a relaxed position. So walk your elbows onto your knees. And those of us who have low back issues, just be very aware of how your back feels through this. And there are several positions you can take, just as in all yoga practice. So you can stay right here and drop your head and just kind of release your shoulders and allow yourself to rest. If you're able to do so, you can also let your arms come down and just slump forward. Shake your head no, nod your head yes in either position. And both positions are correct. So just give yourself a moment. This is just a bit of a rest here. When you breathe, think of your upper back. And one more round of breath. And then wherever you are, place your hands on the tops of your thighs and press as you sit up. And you can tell that that was a lot of circulation coming into the head. So if you feel dizzy at all, just sit back against the back of your chair. Take a moment to breathe in and breathe out and just notice how you feel right now, what your body is saying to you. And let's continue with some breathing and upper body opening. So this position, plant your feet on the floor. This is the heart breath. Place your palms together, your forearms together, your shoulders settle down. On your in-breath, you're opening your arms, lightly pulling in on your shoulder blades. Go to the duration of the stretch that's comfortable for you, and then bring your arms back together. Just a little bit of a chin drop. Exhale. Inhale, opening the heart window to light and love, healing. Exhale, gather it in, bringing your hands in, forearms touching. Breathe in as though you're breathing into the sides of your body. Breathe out. Bring in only what serves you, only what's very best for you. One more breath like that. Breathing in and breathing out. And relax. Bring your hands down onto your knees again. And we'll sweep the arms out and up, interlock your fingers behind your head, and draw your elbows back. Now, for some of us, that's not a comfortable position, so here's your range of motion, beside your head and out in this way. So anywhere you place your elbows is going to be fine. We'll begin with wherever the elbows happen to be. Take a deep breath in. And then on the exhale, bring your elbows in close and just gaze at the floor in front of you. Rather than tucking the chin down and pressing on the neck, just gaze about 3 feet in front of you. Inhale, take your arms back. Let your heart rise. Exhale, bring your elbows in. Nice and easy. We never press on the neck. We're just kind of suggesting to the head that nod in a slow motion way. And this is great for right up at the occipital area at the base of your skull. It's an area that's hard to get to. So this is a good one here. Try to keep your jaw soft and your eyes soft. And the next time that your elbows come back, we're going to slide the hands onto the shoulders and take big circles. So take a circle with your right elbow, bring it down, take a circle forward with your left elbow, coming back, and we'll go into something of a windmill. So just start that slow motion movement right through your rib cage and feel the fluidity of this. Take your time. Let your head slowly turn and find a comfortable breath for you. And again, if this is difficult for your shoulders to move in this way, you're going to take tiny little circles. So any amount of movement is better than none at all. And we also want to check our sense of pushing and straining and needing to do things just right. So here, you can allow yourself a sense of ease. Let your head turn, be comfortable in the movement, and we'll pause without thinking, go the other way. So you can see that you're circling, making circles with the elbows, so you can make small, medium, or large size circles. Feel this in your chest and in your shoulder blades, the areas that can tend to hold a lot of tension. Now we're going to turn our head a little bit, not a lot, just enough to feel a comfortable rotation and massage for the neck and the tops of the shoulders. Being easy with ourselves. And when you complete this next circle, bring your elbows together. If they can't touch, that's okay. And then bring your elbows back. Here, we're going to take a deep breath. And here, we're going to exhale and relax the neck. And here's a deep breath. As the elbows come back and we spread the rib cage, and as we bring the elbows together, we broaden the space between the shoulders, the space between the ribs, and the back body. Just a few more back and forth. And all of this is in preparation for a little bit of breathing practice, which we'll do on our next recording, part 2. Now bringing your arms down by your sides, just place your hands in your lap. Sit back in your chair so that you're comfortable. Touching the floor with your feet. Allow your eyes to close. And just follow your breath. Follow it in. Follow it out. And notice what you feel from this practice that we did together. Observe the sense of circulation flow, perhaps the sense of warmth in the neck and the shoulders. Maybe the ability to breathe a little deeper. Maybe a clear mind or less worry. Centering yourself in your thoughts, your heart, and your emotions. Down the spine, right in the center of your body. And thank you for being here today. Namaste.